Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Empaths feel what others feel, but Jung warned, the empath's gift can become a curse. Beneath compassion hides a shadow, a darkness few understand. Today, we explore Jung's warning about empaths, why their sensitivity can lead them into the deepest shadows of the human psyche, and how unchecked empathy can open doors to manipulation, exhaustion, even madness. Empathy, in Jungian terms, is not just sensing another's feelings, it's merging, losing boundaries. When the empath forgets where they end and others begin, they risk drowning in emotions not their own. Jung believed every light casts a shadow. The more radiant an empath's light, the darker their shadow becomes. Empaths attract wounded souls, energy vampires, narcissists, all seeking light to feed their darkness. Jung called this projection, the unconscious need of others to find someone who will carry their pain. And the empath becomes the perfect vessel. They absorb, heal, but at what cost? Their own soul grows weary. Jung warned, who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. Empaths must look inward, see why they feel compelled to save others. Because sometimes, the need to rescue is born from childhood wounds. Many empaths were children in chaotic homes. They learned to sense every shift, every mood. Survival depended on it. But as adults, this hyper-attunement becomes a prison. They feel everything, everywhere. Unchecked, empathy becomes identification. The empath begins to confuse others' pain with their own. Anxiety, depression, chronic fatigue follow. These are not just emotional burdens, but psychic wounds. Jung spoke of individuation, the process of becoming whole. For empaths, individuation demands reclaiming their boundaries, learning to distinguish between what is theirs and what belongs to others. He said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Empaths must face the darkness within, their own need to be needed, the secret desire for control. Yes, control. Empaths often give to feel powerful, to avoid their own emptiness, to stay busy fixing others, so they never sit with their own wounds. This is the shadow side of empathy. The world tells empaths they are healers, special, chosen, but Jung's work shows us, being special is seductive. It can inflate the ego. The empath becomes the martyr, the savior, the one who knows better. Jung called this the inflation of the ego. It's dangerous, because the empath may begin to believe they are above others, that only they can see what others cannot. Pride grows, compassion turns into superiority. True empathy requires humility, the humility to know you cannot save everyone, that sometimes others must face their own darkness. The empath's job is not to carry, but to witness. So what can empaths do? Jung would say, integrate, face your own shadow. Ask yourself, why do I need to help? What am I avoiding in myself? Can I stand still without fixing others? Meditation, therapy, journaling, these tools help empaths see themselves, to recognize patterns, to stop the cycle of endless giving. Because love without boundaries is self-destruction. Jung believed the unconscious seeks balance. If the empath gives endlessly, their psyche will find a way to rebel. Through illness, burnout, sudden rage, the body speaks what the mouth cannot. This is the empath's dark night of the soul. When the weight of others' suffering becomes too much, it feels like drowning. But in this darkness, there is opportunity, a chance to awaken. Jung taught, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Empaths must learn self-acceptance, radical self-love. Only then can they offer true compassion, not self-sacrifice. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors. They allow the empath to choose when to open and when to close. To give consciously, not compulsively. This is the path to individuation. Individuation is not selfish. It is the only way for empaths to stay whole, to love without losing themselves, to feel deeply, but not drown, to walk beside others, but not carry them. Remember, empathy is a gift when balanced, a curse when it owns you. Jung's warning is clear. Without self-knowledge, the empath's path leads not to enlightenment, but to shadow. So reflect. Who are you beneath the empath identity? What parts of yourself have you abandoned while rescuing others? Can you reclaim them? Can you forgive yourself for the times you lost yourself? Your healing begins with honesty. As Jung said, there is no coming to consciousness without pain. Facing your shadow is uncomfortable, but it is the only way to truly awaken. If you are an empath, know this: your sensitivity is powerful, but power must be wielded with awareness. Without it, you will remain trapped, feeding others while starving yourself. This is your invitation to step back, to breathe, to look inward, to ask, am I helping from love or compulsion? Am I saving or avoiding? The difference determines your path. Empaths, the world needs you, but not broken, exhausted, or bitter. It needs you whole, awake, rooted in your own truth. Only then can your light truly illuminate the darkness. Thank you for watching. Reflect deeply. Share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, your greatest gift is not your ability to feel others, but your courage to know yourself. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing. Join us as we explore the unconscious, the shadow, and the path to wholeness. Until next time, stay mindful, stay awake.